Hello friends, today we're going to talk about what is happening with running. RuneScape is set to release an update on run energy that should be coming out over the coming weeks. Right now it's just in beta testing, which means we won't see it in the game just yet, but it is a very interesting update designed to make the game feel a little less slow in the beginning. I don't know if you remember what it was like when you first started your account, but running about 30 feet and then having to stop and it taking about 5 minutes for your run energy to restore is a big problem for early game RuneScapers. So, what they are doing is making some changes to the way that run energy works. Now you'll notice over here in my inventory we've got a couple of stamina pots, which if you've done a lot of questing like I have, these are a very familiar potion in your inventory. You know, needing them often is definitely something that they're not trying to get rid of, but they are trying to make it a little bit easier early game, especially when you have some lower levels. So let's cover some of these things that they're planning on doing. The whole goal of the update is to improve the experience for new players so that old school feels really less sluggish in the early stages, especially when you're back at the beginning, when you have no agility and you're just trying to get stuff done. It can feel pretty slow when you're waiting for run energy to restore, especially if you don't have the GP for stamina potions early on. That can make the game at the beginning feel quite monotonous and painful. They're also trying to improve the value proposition for agility levels so that leveling the skill actually feels impactful. I don't know if you're like me, but I almost see no point in leveling agility because it just doesn't really feel like it needs to be done. I did most of the quests in the game to get my agility XP, and then anytime that I couldn't run, I was just drinking stamina pots like a madman to effectively make it worthwhile. So they're trying to make agility feel more impactful by changing a couple of small things. Now, really what they're looking at is changing the drain rate or the regen rate, the value of weight, and then the agility level itself. So by changing the drain rate, it just means that your run energy will drain at different levels. Changing the regen rate will change how your run energy comes back to you. And then adding in weight of components will mean that at later levels, when you're wearing higher level gear, it will keep the buffs from feeling unreasonable. To put it simply, they're going to buff the regen rate of your run energy so that there's less time between the amount of time that you run out of run energy and the amount of time that you're then able to then run again. So, you'll notice that I've got a minute and a half of run energy, but if I go and run in a straight line and I run back down to 0, it usually can take several minutes for that run energy to come back. So I believe what their plan is to reduce the amount of time that it takes for that run energy to then restore when it goes down. The other thing that's going to happen is they're going to change the drain rate of the run energies so that it scales based on your agility level, and it scales harder with higher weights. So basically, actually leveling your agility is going to be beneficial because it's going to change the amount of run energy drain that you experience. So, if I just run my character out here, I've got a minute and a half of running, which is pretty significant right now given where I'm at, but I remember early stage game, a minute and a half really did not get you that far. So just having the ability to run for a much longer period helps a lot, and then not having to wait so long, because even at 25% of my run energy, it's going to take a minute and a half for my run energy to restore. So I think by them buffing both how long you can run initially and then shortening how long it takes to then run again is going to make a massive difference in the gameplay. The next thing that they're talking about in regards to agility and weight is basically the higher your agility level, the less drain you'll experience from the weight that you're wearing. Typically later on in the game, you're going to be wearing some heavier armor than you would normally at the beginning, so this is what their plan is, to kind of compensate some of the buffs that they're then putting in by changing the drain and the regen rate. Now they have released a table that kind of covers all of this. I will post it here in the video just to show you, but basically it toggles through all the information regarding your agility level, the amount of weight that you have, the proposed regen rate based on that information, the regen rate difference, and then the live drain rate as well as the drain rate difference. It kind of just covers what their plans are regarding the updates to run energy, and I think that it is actually a very fair way of going about doing this to make things just a little bit easier, because I know run energy has always been an annoyance for me, and if you're anything like me and you're trying to get quests done, especially early on, you know, it is going to make a difference just to make things feel a little bit faster as the game goes. So now, in regards to the Graceful Outfit, they are making a couple of changes with that as well. The Graceful Outfit has felt at times OP, especially in a lot of the running quests, because of what it can do for you. So they are making a couple of changes to the Graceful Outfit to make it feel like a less of a soft requirement and bring it in line with other skilling outfits. So basically what they're going to do is remove the 30% increased run energy rate set effect to the Graceful Outfit. So right now, the Graceful Outfit will give you a 30% run energy restoration rate that they are planning on eliminating from the outfit. But while you're wearing the outfit, it's going to give you a 4% chance to receive an additional mark of grace per piece. So the full outfit will grant 24% chance to obtain an additional mark of grace if you are wearing it. So as you obtain each piece by wearing the piece on a course, you're going to then get an additional chance at getting marks of grace, which should help to reduce the time that it takes for you to then get the full outfit. The other thing that the outfit is then going to do as well, it's going to prevent failing on any agility course if the full set is equipped, which means that it's indirectly going to buff the XP per hour, so you will no longer fail if you're wearing the full set, which is pretty advantageous, because I don't know if you're like me, it's very annoying when you're midway through a course and you fall off a rooftop and you have to run back to the beginning and you miss out on that XP. So just by making it indirectly buff the XP per hour by not failing on any agility course, it is going to increase the value of having this, particular outfit. The only other thing that they're not going to be changing is retaining the negative weight, so you'll still get the negative weight buff from the Graceful Outfit, but you will no longer get the restoration on your run energy. So that's going to be done, I believe, via the changes to run energy itself, so they're going to then eliminate it from the Graceful Outfit. Now, like I say, all of this is in beta testing. There are a couple of worlds if you want to go and beta test it. You can log into beta worlds 585, 586, 587, 588, or 589, and then play around with the potential updates. Run around, test it out, see how it feels. You can also beta test all of the things that I just talked about, and then at the update there is a beta testing survey. So if you're feeling like these things are good, you can then fill out the survey. If you feel like these are bad, fill out the survey. Just let them know so that while they're doing this beta testing, they can get this update right. So hopefully we'll see a finished product come out soon, and we'll have a nice update to run energy to then make the game a little bit better. So I'm very excited about it. I think it's going to be massive, especially early on, and hopefully make things a little bit easier for all of us. So if you like the video, remember to hit that like button, subscribe, stay tuned for more. We're going to be doing a number of other videos. I just thought this one was particularly useful. I'm excited about the changes, so we'll see what they do. Thanks for watching.